welcome again.
Welcome, bitch.
We have been living here for the last month. We've been quarantined in the same spot.
Big sister.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of big brother.
It's a lockdown order in Ontario, so we all have to stay in our houses, which is this.
Yeah.
This is it.
Party house. I mean, just joking. Just joking. It's
like we're in college.
in quiet college.
Did you go to college?
No, hell no.
Well, then this is it. This is college.
My college years. I was going to say I can't read. I can read.
I can't read.
I can't focus, like, all that stuff. Like, it's just not for me.
Not do the
School.
bro.
I went to 5 high schools. Not for me.
They have medication if you can't focus, right?
It's not ADHD. It's like you're so smart. You're so smart. You can't focus. Like, one of those movies, like Good Will Hunting.
Oh, fuck.
Well, those medication work for that too.
Oh,
Makes you focus.
I don't think I've seen it all.
So, guys, we have special guests this week.
Oh, yes, we do.
You
I'm just
both.
right there. I'm just joking.
What? I was like,
Where?
that was good because I was like,
She can't be here now.
We did a very special interview with someone.
Ricky Rampage. What the fuck?
That's like her male counterpart, Ricky
The wrestling
Rampage.
one.
What's happening to my brain, man? It's turning bad.
Yeah, what's up with you two? Like, I don't get it.
My brain and me?
It's mush.
Yeah,
It's a question that I've been asking myself actually this month.
Well, no. What I mean was Nikki Rampage, not Ricky Rampage. Right?
Shit. It's gonna stay in here. Fuck. You looked way too happy to push that fucking button. She said, yeah. Yeah. There was a noise. That was the noise I went with. Yeah.
That wasn't
That's
me.
my favorite.
It's in my pocket for later.
That's my favorite.
So yeah, our guest is what do you say?
Nikki Rampage, and
Yes.
you know what? We're gonna cut into that right now. We're gonna cut into the Ricky.
Ricky.
And now joining us, a former reality TV personality and current unemployed stripper, known for being savage in the DMs and whiskey drunk in person,
Ooh.
Nikki Rampage. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on a second. The only level-headed stripper in reality
How
TV
could we forget
history.
that?
And a woman who will punch you in the face and then charge you for it.
True story.
Nikki Rampage.
Hey, it's Nikki Rampage. What's going on, ladies?
So, Nikki Rampage, can you tell us about that story about some violence over there?
Oh, the violence story. Yeah, that is a true story. I'm not going to name what club I was working at when the incident went down.
Okay.
But I was giving a dance and a customer pulled my hair, like
Like he was trying to fuck you, but you're not fucking.
exactly. You know,
Like
like it was.
not
I
intimate
didn't
and shit?
invite it, and I was really drunk at the time, and he pulled my hair, and I felt like it was in slow motion, and it was one of the first times I'd ever thrown hands unprovoked, and I clocked him right in the face, like just side temple. And he kind of looked at me, and I looked at him back, and I'm like, can't tell on me. You know that look? It's like, you can't tell on me, because once I charge you money, I'm going to say that you asked for it, so no one's going to believe you. Like, that's my whole thing. And I was actually telling that story to another customer, like, a week after that. And while, like, mid telling the story, that same customer that I punched in the face walks up the stairs, and he's telling the story to his friend about a stripper that was here that punched him in the face the weekend before. And I'm like, oh, that's me. We like high-fived. He gave me some money. It was fantastic.
You're like, I got paid for hitting someone.
Yeah, I got paid
It's all part
twice
of the
for
job.
hitting someone. Once for hitting him, and then like the second time for affirming his story to his friend.
You gotta be careful. Some guys like that, so you gotta charge extra.
Exactly. You always got to charge extra.
You gotta make the money, right?
Just joking. I don't hit people at work.
I don't condone any type of violence.
No violence.
Yeah, no, I would never do that sober, unprovoked.
And yeah.
And I would definitely never mention the club that I was working at when the incident happened,
you shouldn't be
ever,
mentioning that.
because
They should have signs everywhere, like they have "Don't feed the animals," like "Don't provoke the strippers." Like, don't piss us off, man.
True.
So I was looking at that introduction we just did about you, and you were a reality TV star.
I wouldn't call it a star. I was a reality TV personality.
You're a star in our
Like a
eyes,
few
girl.
people recognize me from TV, but definitely not enough to be a star. But I wouldn't be a D-lister. I'd call myself like an S-lister.
Stop.
It was reoccurring, and then like it went off the air. And now Amazon's picked it up, so it's not like
Amazon
quite at
has
the
it?
bottom
I'm
of
gonna
the
watch it.
alphabet,
It's
but
on
it's
Prime.
definitely the lower tier.
It's on Prime, right? So,
I have Prime. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because I seen you on it.
Yeah, it's
and
on
I was gonna
Amazon
ask you.
Prime. Like Amazon Prime picked it up during lockdown, and also this free streaming service called Tubi, where they
I
have
watch
like
that sometimes.
softcore porn
fuck
and
is
just like
Tubi? It
does not have soft
shitty
porn.
What
student
the
movies.
fuck?
I'm
Wait,
like,
wait, what?
amazing.
You say that, you have it. Everybody has it. I
What the
didn't-
fuck is Tubi?
I don't have Tubi.
I don't have. I
haven't
don't watch
used it yet.
softcore. What is this?
What do you have for cable?
I have the internet,
Oh,
and
you don't have cable?
No.
I have a.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
so
free
I
shitty
have a
Amazon. Get
Rogers-
Tubi.
So do
What?
you have a Rogers box?
What were you saying?
A Rogers
I said
box.
it's free shitty Amazon Prime is what it is. You can get it on anything, your cell phone, your iPad, some TVs.
Hey, it works, right? So,
Yeah. It's,
Like, what was it about? Like,
oh,
The show.
my reality show.
Yeah.
So what happened is they brought us to Guatemala on the premise that they were going to take us on this fabulous vacation.
You're going
And when
to
we got there,
Guatemala,
they're
you're not coming
like,
back.
"No, tricked you. You're actually going to be living in this tent and building this community center for the next 2 months. Good luck."
no choice.
And I basically had to just work construction in the hot sun for 2 months.
Did you have
And-
experience with construction before that?
No, I had worked like minimum wage jobs. Like that's the extent of my, like one time at my minimum wage job, I hopped in the trash compactor to declog it. That was the closest thing I had ever done to hard labor in my life. And yeah. And then I started working at the strip club, and I was like drunk and high for a year, and then they brought me to Guatemala, and I basically was filmed for 2 months going through withdrawal. It was the most uncomfortable rehab situation I could have possibly been in.
Damn,
And then at the
you
end
had
of
to
it, they're
work
like,
while
"Why
you're
aren't
doing
you
it."
more bubbly when you
I'm hauling
auditioned?
rocks.
You were so lively and crazy."
I
And I'm
seen
like,
you.
"Yeah,
And you were in
narcotics
the
will do
mud,
that."
like with a bandana on, and you were carrying these big rocks, and I was like, "The fuck?
Oh yeah.
What drugs
I
am
mean,
I
like-
on?"
I guess I'm like stronger than the average stripper, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
man.
Maybe that's why when I punched that guy in the face, he was so startled. He's like, "Holy
He
shit!
didn't know what he was dealing with.
It's caught
You
off
punched
guard.
like you've built a house." My God.
How you feel now, buddy? If you're watching this.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna cost extra, son.
He's definitely gonna see this because the universe will make
It
that
will
happen.
come to you.
Oh, I hope so. I've had guys message me like in the DMs, and they're like, "Hey, I think I got a dance from you like once before." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" I'm like, "Was it shit?" And they're like, "No, it was amazing." I'm like,
Was it
"Okay, well, I'm
shit?
working now. You just come give me more money then."
People like you.
Like-
People like you.
Yeah, come find me. Like you found me in the DMs. Find me in real life, Kimosabe. I need some money.
Wasabi. Wasabi.
That wasn't your only experience being on TV. I heard a story about Alec Baldwin.
What happened over there?
Oh yeah. Back in 2019, and it feels like a million years ago.
It does.
I was at this comedy show, and this comedian kind of called me out, and I clapped back. And then after the show, we hit it off, like we became friends. And he invited me to this party that was going on in LA, like later in the summer. And when I was there, I ended up bumping elbows with basically everyone I've ever wanted to meet in the film industry, like every comedian that I'd ever I would turn around and be like, oh my god! And it took
Making all kinds of
everything in me not to pull out my camera. Like in
Everyone you wanted to
2019,
see, yeah.
like the Instagram hoe that I am, it took every ounce of willpower that I have ever acquired in my life to not pull out my camera. And then from there, pardon?
I would have fainted. I'm not very good
Shut
with that
up.
stuff.
No, I've had to hold my shit together.
Oh, man.
Like I've had some other encounters, but this was like the Olympics of holding my shit together. And I guess because I was on such good behavior and I like made friends, I got invited to the roast of Alec Baldwin later that year. And I was really excited about it because I got to meet Alec, like briefly, like seconds. I was like, hi, Alec. And he's like, acknowledged my existence. I'm like, okay, bye. And I fucked off. You know what? Actually, I was really excited about this. I was walking down the hall and then I got the eye of David Spade and he looked at me and he checked me out. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I'm not going to get closer because you're going to realize I'm taller than you. But oh my God, I'm so flattered. And then I sauntered off. Yeah, no, I was really excited about that whole experience. And I was like, oh, yay. Now that I know some people in the industry, I'm going to come back to LA next year and I'm going to do my stand up. And I've already got my foot in the door. Let's go. Oh my God. And then COVID happened and that didn't happen. So
it's just on pause right now.
I'm on pause. Hopefully
Yeah, are you gonna
I
continue?
can resume. And all my 2019 jokes will hit real hard in 2022. Hopefully, it'll still be topical.
Hey, lots of material.
Continue it, but you already answered that without me asking.
Oh my goodness.
So it seems like you're a bit of a magnet for celebrities because I heard a partial story about you and Steve-O.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll shed some light on that. Wait, did you hear the story on his stand-up special?
Oh,
yes,
no, I didn't.
I did.
Yeah, so you know like half the story. You know it's the same story. Mine just has like more background to it. And now I don't feel like I'm name dropping because he name dropped me first.
He name dropped you, so now you can name drop all you want.
What happened was before I was a dancer, I worked at Hooters. And I was, I think, watching one of the Jackass movies with a group of friends. And I mentioned, like, oh, I love it. Like, I just mentioned that I had a crush on him. And then this hater friend was there. And she turned to me and she's like, you're never going to meet him.
Oh,
and yeah, you know those bitches? Yeah. It's like, no shit, I'm never going to meet him. I'm fucking 19 living in Toronto.
She's probably pregnant now.
Oh, she should be so lucky to have like a family.
Oh,
pregnant and unhappy.
Does she know she be
anyways. What? Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, so she said that to me, and I'm like, bitch, I can meet whoever. You can't tell me I'm not gonna meet someone. Like that's the most trivial, easy thing to do is meet someone. Yeah, like we might not end up fucking owning a house together, married with children, but like I could meet him. So. Yeah. 2 weeks later, it just so happened that he was in Toronto doing like a tour for his book, some sort of publicity stunt. And it happened to be around the corner from Hooters, like at the Much Music building. So I'm like, okay, I'm on my way to work. I'm stopped in and I tell the Much Music people what I want to do. I'm like, hey, I want to meet Steve-O. And they kind of give me side eye. I'm like, actually, I want to get his infamous penis-shaped tattoo or penis-shaped signature tattooed on me. And they're like, you have our attention. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to get it on my ass once he signs it. They're like, okay, let her meet him. So
nice.
There he is with a Sharpie to my ass, signing his name, just, drawing the little jizz lines. And I'm making my mother proud every step of the way. So don't forget that. And then so now I'm in deep. I've got this Sharpie thing. I go and I get the tattoo and I phone up my friends and like, it happened. I'm like, watch Much Music. And then I take a picture of my ass with my shoddy flip phone camera and I send them the picture and I'm like, boom, I met him. And that's all that was for about a year. And then when I started stripping, not even a month later did he end up at the club that I was working at, and they're like, "Hey, can we get Nikki to the floor, please?" And I come down, and they're like, "You're the one with the Steve-O tattoo, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "There he is, front row,
Wow.
front row, first pull. Go get him, honey." So I walk over, and I'm like, "Hey," like I sit on his lap, and I never do that with customers, but I go and I sit on his lap, and I was like, "I remember you." Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I walk over and I show him my tattoo, and I was like, "This ass has your name all over it." And he's like, "Yeah, let's go to the back."
Yeah.
And then we went to the back, and then we went home. That was how that went down.
Oh, that was history.
Oh,
and usually I don't kiss
You
and
went
tell,
home.
but he kissed
Oh.
and told.
Where?
Okay.
What are you talking about, girl? We be
Usually I'm a class act. If you know anything about Nicki Rampage, it's that I'm a class act.
Oh, shit.
I know he mentions that.
Yeah,
Look at that. You are a class act in like in every way.
In every
really.
way.
Like we've known you for a while, and
I known you since you started there. I known you.
Yeah.
Yes, since you first started. Since the first day you came,
you've
man.
known me the longest. I've known you, what, 9 years now? 10?
Yeah,
9 years.
ever since you started there. I've been there for friggin' like 12 years probably, so.
wow.
Yeah.
So you remember her.
I remember her. I remember when she first started. I remember.
Yeah.
How can you not remember? She had the most perfect tits.
Yeah.
They were amazing. They defied everything. They were like unbelievable. We were all baffled by them. Are they real? Like, how is this possible? You know, she was this cute blonde. Like, she went on stage. She didn't give a fuck. She was doing all kinds of shit. It was like just fearless. Like,
Yeah, very talkative, but not annoying.
like everyone liked her. You know,
Yeah.
just all gravitated. So
Very
part of the
good
family
personality.
is still there. You
Yeah,
know,
like if somebody
you're
didn't
in
like
room
her,
number
it'd be
one.
weird.
I look down at you all the time. I sit down in the hall and look at you guys just like this. I miss it.
Oh, jeez.
Nikki, we're gonna play a game with you.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, she's gonna give you two choices, two things, and you're gonna pick one right on the spot. You can't think about it.
Got it.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's like a time delay from like when she talks about it, but anyway, as soon as you hear it, like pick one of the two. There are 10 in total. Okay, ready?
Got it.
Anal or oral?
Oral.
Face or tits?
Tits.
Bleach or wax?
Wax.
Two girls or two guys?
Two girls.
Weed or alcohol?
Alcohol.
Feet or hands?
Like, what makes me more money, or what do I like?
It's just feet or
Pick
hands.
one.
Hands.
In or out?
In.
Red or white?
Red.
Coconut or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Bald or bush?
Ooh, bald.
Thank you.
Like, I'd rather a bush, but you know, I'm Italian, so
You're
I don't have that
Italian.
option.
I love how you answer that without knowing what the context, like, you know?
Yeah, no, are you guys
Feet or
gonna get
hands
me, like,
stumped
a
you the
gift
most,
basket or
though.
something? Wait,
I know.
Just like feet or hands.
I'm like,
So Nikki, we've been on lockdown for the whole year, so I'm wondering,
I know. Don't remind
what
me.
do people do nowadays to make money? Like, how can our audience help you, like yourself?
oh, okay. Well, what's been happening is even before strip clubs were closed, I used to do these private events, and it's just been word of mouth. I've got crazy viral marketing. I've got a really memorable name, so people are like, "Hey, Nikki Rampage, girl with the spider titties, perfect," and it just gets tumbling through Toronto.
No
So
one
I get
else
these
like
weird
that.
DMs
Who
from a whole
calls
bunch
them
of
that?
random people just hiring me for their poker games and their bachelor parties and this, that, and the other.
Okay.
But when we're in like severe lockdown and no one's allowed to go anywhere,
Like
I
right
just-
now?
We're not together.
yeah, I don't answer any of my DMs until I see a gift in my bank account.
Oh,
Like if you don't care about me enough to send me money, then I don't care
Wait
about
a
you
minute.
enough
Hold up.
to
Rewind.
read your
What did you
message.
just say 1 second?
Yeah, and I can't be
I need
more
some help,
clear.
girl. Hold on.
I'm not
She's
charging
wondering,
money.
What did you just
I'm not charging people money, government, in case you're listening. It's not a cash transaction. It's a gift.
Yeah,
Present.
Because
All of the money I've received.
Your uncles can give you presents whenever they want.
I have the receipts. I have the screenshots.
No.
It's all been
Can't
gifts.
smoke weed and do this ever again.
So that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Because everyone's doing different things.
Like losing their minds.
Some people went and got square types of jobs, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I've had 101 square jobs. I swear, you know what? I've had the least amount of square jobs during this lockdown versus the other years that I've been a dancer. I used to work just for frills. I would do a whole bunch of square things, and now I'm like, no, strictly because it'll be giving up. I don't want to admit defeat by getting a square job. I'm not ready.
No.
I gave up.
Like as soon as we're allowed to go
I
strippers
did
again, I'm like, oh yeah,
I
I'm
had
gonna
to
work
be
at No Frills for
forced.
Kicks. But
I gave it.
not now. Nuh-uh. Strictly stripper.
We're gonna strip again.
I would rather go to the States.
Take our clothes off. Why? And get corona?
Yes.
Hell no.
At least I have a
Yeah,
bag
you know what?
of motherfucking
I
money
barely
and
touch
coffin.
people pre-corona. Like,
I don't know,
I
man.
used to work in BC, and it was air dances, and it was $50 a dance for an air dance.
Right.
And then
They
guys
still
are
do
here,
Oh, yeah,
all
they still do that.
spoiled,
I got
getting
so
to be
I wanna
up
go
close
there
and
then.
personal. I mastered the air dance 8 years ago.
I used to get
got
so
this.
bored air dancing, like touching myself is so fucking boring. Like after a while, I'm just like, oh my god, do you want to keep going? It's already 2 dances. It's like $100.
You know
I
what?
Leave now.
Kat, you
What
need
else
to
can I
watch.
do?
You need to watch me when I'm in the back. Like I gave like a 1 hour socially distanced air dance, like 6 feet. I was like, have you ever seen Fight Club?
I just know. First rule about Fight Club: don't talk about Fight Club.
Okay, so in the movie, there's this scene where he like gets in a fight with himself, and it's like where it's revealed that like it's been him fighting himself the whole time,
Right.
and it's like he's fighting himself. I was in the back like giving this air dance, like I was like getting fucked by myself, like I was like up against the wall. I had like rug burns on my knees the next morning. It was the best lap dance I had ever given without touching someone.
What the fuck?
She's like, what?
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Like the guy was like, oh, that was so hot. I'm like, yeah, it was.
Guys
It was
are
like
weird,
a
eh?
porn, but like really, like you could smell my perfume, and you didn't have to explain to your wife what the smell was later because I never actually touched you.
Yeah.
I was covered in sparkles, and you don't have a trace of them. Boom.
Yep.
That's how it is, though, right?
Never wear sparkles.
Yeah.
I love sparkles.
Evidence.
You know what I used to do? Was I miss sparkles. Whenever I'd have a particularly like cunty customer, I would just pull out some sparkles and like put it behind his ear.
Yeah, I have
no.
something. I used to do that with my
Or like
lip gloss.
lipstick or on the collar and stuff.
Right, my lip gloss. I was like, yeah.
I had a spray tan that rubbed off on them, so it didn't
Yeah.
matter. We already talked about that.
Everybody had one of those. I was like, yeah, this is my secret weapon. Go home.
Yeah, it's just, you know, like 'cause a lot of guys can be really sweet, and I do truly like love the game. Like I don't frolic around in my underpants for the love of the game, but I do love it.
No, for sure.
But then there's like when someone wants to be just a special kind of cunt, yeah, and like they try to ruin the magic of the strip club for me. I just add a little.
But thankfully, there are more nice ones than nasty.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, the nice ones make up for it. Like I'm not really good at like keeping clients. Like it's more of like a numbers game for me. Like just have more quantity.
Didn't I say
But I
used to
do
the
have
same
the
shit?
couple of special few that like I've kept in contact with that are just actually checking up on me during what's going on? Password
Oh,
Nikki
I know.
Rampage. Is this still working?
Yeah.
Still got me?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we
You
see
there,
it.
girl.
Okay. Yeah, I still have customers that will check up on me and just make sure I actually am doing okay. Send me a little bit of money just for the sake of it, just to make my day, to treat myself. Like I had that during the summer. I had a customer that would send me a few $100, and it was just to make me smile that day.
Aww.
Thank you.
I hope everyone has one of those people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
Or 3 or 4 or 5.
I'm heard.
100.
Hello.
All the money
Well,
is all
Nikki,
the money.
We gotta wrap this up, but we want to thank you for joining us this week.
Yeah,
for
thanks.
Our episode, but we would love to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, I would love to be welcome back. I had a lot of fun chatting with you guys.
And
It's like
pretty
locker
soon
room
we will
talk. I
have
missed
you here
it.
with us in our
Yeah. When lockdown's over, you just
studio.
come, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Because we all live
All
here.
right, ladies.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone.
Miss you.
Nikki
And
Rampage.
don't forget, don't do coke in the bathroom.
I love that.
Let's do that again.
Do that again. Do that again. Show
Yeah.
us.
And don't forget, ladies, please don't do coke in the bathroom. Do it on the dining room table like civilized women.
Oh man.
Bye, Nikki. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.